With the lockdown over and restrictions eased, it was finally time to get the rods out. Ryan's syndicate venue made an obvious choice. 55 acres in size, it would give us plenty of water to fish. Plans were solidified and the prep began. And before we knew it, it was time to load up the van and make our way down to Kent to see Ryan.
I'll give you boys the carp spot and I'll take the berries. I'll put out the corn.
Go on, Barry.
Look at this. That's a big old Barry as well, isn't it?
Set of shoulders on him, mate.
What is it, double?
I'm going to fall in.
Double figure Barry?
I'm definitely falling in.
Oh mate, this is proper carpy content.
Mate, there's nothing carpier than catching a non-species,
Yeah,
different species
there's
of fish.
nothing more carpy than catching a Barry at night.
Especially if the rig pops out now and sticks his forehead.
He hooks himself in the finger. That's a proper slab like.
Mate, look at him. He's King Barry.
Although unwanted, Rye's Barry had given us all a good laugh. And the following morning, the action was thick and fast with 3 fish landed between Rye and Adam.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will go in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream.
With the fish all photographed and safely returned, morale in the group was high. We'd chosen to fish in interception points to try and pick the fish off as they moved through the channels in the lake, as well as fishing tight to the margins on the left of the overhanging trees. An obvious choice. Oh mate, that's a bite. With the fish having spawned in the weeks prior to our arrival, they were obviously up for some food. The action continued thick and fast. It seemed that every fish we hooked did very little in the way of fighting, until it hit the marginal shelf. Then they all went absolutely ballistic, tearing up and down the deep margins, and just refusing to give in.
Yeah, well done.
Rye had told us that the lake had a good head of fish, predominantly being commons, Just check out the size of the fins on this fish. It's where they generated all the speed and power from. Every fish had us fooled, and had we lost them before getting them in the net, we would have sworn they were much bigger than they were. Barring a few obvious spawning marks, the fish were in great condition. Having landed 4 fish in the first night, we knew that if we angled well, we could possibly put a good hit of fish together. The rig's bait and tactics were clearly working, so we decided to continue what we were doing.
I've just started filming, I got that far. Smile just from a fucking had shit in his pants.
I don't really tend not to do mine up and just roll it down a bit.
Yeah. Good to go, cheers. Oh mate.
Moving into the second evening, confidence was high. Time was taken to carefully position the rods, make sure everything was perfect, before kicking back, enjoying a barbecue and a few beers, and a much needed catch up. The Dawn Chorus brought with it a stunning brace of commons, beautiful deep chestnut colours.
This fucking fish looks weird on the lens. Looks weird in real life.
It just looks fucking.
It's long.
It's like a dilly, mate.
Cricket batter.
The dilly common.
Yeah, the cricket bat dilly.
Long, isn't it? Like a cigar, mate.
Leon, here's one for Biscuit of the Week. Just when it seemed that all was good with the world, the weather took an unexpected turn for the worst, with a cold northeasterly coming in. This undoubtedly pushed the fish around, with a group of fish moving off the back of it. Luckily for Rye, that's where he had his rods positioned, and they soon burst into action. As we moved into the final evening, the wind finally died down, allowing us to sit out and enjoy the warm weather. The last of the beers were drunk over a barbecue, some good food. Regardless of how the final evening played out, we'd all agreed that we'd had a great session and put some fantastic fish on the bank. Fortunately for us all, the fish responded to the change in the weather, and a flurry of activity saw some fantastic fish banked. They do it all the time, it's just nuts. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Get to that net, fish. Yeah. Seemed it wasn't only the carp that wanted to get in on the bait.
Feel like a good one?
Feels like a 4 or 5 pounder, I'd say.
Oof.
Probably be drowned by the time I drag it back in.
Happy with that.
It's kiting, careful. Got to have a breather. I got no hooked. Come on, Ryan, you can unhook it.
Yeah, you are the pro,
Do you
mate.
want me to unhook it for you? I am the pro.
You are the absolute pro, mate.
Duck Dynasty.
Do you want some carp care, mate? Some carp care on it, mate. Oh, she's buried, mate. Now she's buried. Yeah, she's using the marginal depth, mate. Using the marginal depth.
You made the wrong choice, bud.
Oh, he's in the wing.
That's in the big, mate.
Oh, mate. Yeah, it's not foul. Look, mate. Look at it. Let me have a look at that, right, mate. Let me get this on here.
Look at this beautiful duck. Hello, mate.
You're gonna give her a kiss on the head, mate.
New PB.
Yeah, good duck.
Looking duck, you got him.
Amusing as it was, the duck went back relatively unscathed.
Majestic.
But there's still time for one last fish before having to reel in, make our way back to our loved ones after a fantastic trip. Rai is like letting the team down on the carpy front. Adam's come through like fucking proper military admin. Look at the state of the civvies, Barra. Fucking hell.
Fucking ramming in the ground as well.
Have I? How bad is it?
Oh. I'm not even going to edit this out. This is like class material. Oh mate, it couldn't be any better, could it? Mate, we are not carpy. Having amused ourselves at Rye's misfortunes, it was time to head back home. Altogether, the trip had been awesome. Just three mates fishing and enjoying each other's company in fantastic surroundings. Massive thanks to Rye for letting us come down and organising it all. All being well, the next one will be in Belgium as previously planned.
Yeah. Everglass, pour it up. Waterfall, liquor in my cup, like yeah, yeah, yeah. Raise a toast, here's to you. Celebrate the shit you put me through, like yeah, yeah, yeah.